What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna be talking about my whole photography year. So let's get started with the camera, which is a Nikon Z7 with a 14-24 Sigma lens. It's a really good lens because it allows me to capture very wide scenes at 14 millimeters and 2.8 aperture, so I can basically capture the stars very easily. So it's a fantastic setup. The only thing is that it's quite heavy, so especially for vlogging, because yes, this is the camera that I usually vlog to. It's a bit heavy, so especially while hiking, it's not probably the best setup, but it's the one that I have, so I kind of enjoyed it. In terms of photographic quality, it's a really good camera, 45 megapixels, amazing sharpness together with this lens and with the other lens that I'm going to talk to you about later. So I'm really happy with it. Second body that I have is a Nikon D750. It's basically my old main body, so it's the camera that I used for most of my photography career. It's a fantastic all-around camera, amazing low-light performance. The videos are not that good, but I still love it for shooting time lapses with it. The only thing is that the screen is broken because it got a little bit too much water in Lofoten Islands. So I use it now with an external screen that gets mounted up here. So I basically use it only for like still time lapses, so not action photography, but still amazing camera. This is my third camera, which is D600. I don't use it that much, but I used it as a spare body when I had this one as the main. They're very similar cameras actually, so the main difference is the body, which is a little bit less strong and reliable. But anyway, it's a very nice camera, great image quality, especially for the price, because this camera is really cheap. So really recommend it if you're looking for a full frame body to start with. So let's talk now about the other lenses that I use. So this is a Sigma 24-105. It's a standard zoom lens. I don't use it that much because it's a focal length that it's not really that necessary in the mountains, especially for landscape photography, in my opinion. But of course, it's a lens that it's always good to have because it's hard to go around only with a wide angle and a tail lens. So I mean, 24-105, it's a lens to have. It's light, it's decent quality. I'm kind of happy with it. So that's it. And this is my fantastic tail lens. It's a Sigma 100-400, and it's one of the favorite lenses that I have. It's very lightweight, but still allows to capture every tiny detail, like very far in the mountains. So it's a lens that I really couldn't go around without. It's probably the only tail lens that I could carry in the mountains that allows me to capture till 400 millimeters. So I'm super happy with it, and I always carry it in my adventures. So it's a stabilized, good quality, and yeah, I love it. So now we're gonna talk about another piece of equipment that I've been using for not that much, and it's the MAVIC 2 Pro. It's a drone by DJI, very famous drone. Came out around 1.5 years ago, and the image quality is really good. Like I can shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second. So really recommend it if you're looking for a compact drone with a very high quality. It's a bit pricey, I mean it's 1,500 euros, but really worth it. It's good both for photos and videos. From the photographic side, I didn't use it very much because I mainly shot videos during these months. So I cannot say that much, but the quality is really good, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome for photography as well. And since I'm used to spend several days in the mountains usually, I bought even 2 batteries. So basically I have 3 total batteries with a total flight time of like 1.5 hours. so I can shoot for a lot of time. This is the controller, and this are ND and polarizer filters that allow to have a more contrasted and quality image and smoother videos, because you can longer the shutter speed of your videos while you're shooting during daytime. So really recommend it, very cheap and useful. So now the last very important piece of equipment, especially for a landscape photographer, which is the tripod. So this is my main tripod for photographing in the mountains. It's a GITZO tripod. It's called MOUNTAINEER Series 3. It's a 4-section tripod made of carbon fiber, only like 2 kilos weight, and it's very sturdy, amazing quality. I love it. So I take it basically in every long hiking trip in the mountains for photography. It's always in my backpack. And this is another fantastic tripod from GITZO. It's a systematic, so as you can see, this base here is a lot larger. The tripod is bigger, sturdier, but of course it's more heavy and a lot bigger, especially to fit in the backpack. So I don't carry it that much in the mountains, but if I have to hike like half an hour or shoot by the road, this is definitely my solution, because it's extremely stable, and even in windy conditions it's definitely the best tripod that I could have. And this is a tiny little tripod, still by GITZO, called Mini Traveler. It's a carbon fiber tripod, very tiny and very lightweight. I always carry it with me, just you never know, maybe for vlogging, so I can attach it to the camera here and use it as a vlogging tripod like this, or even if I have to take a very short video just to have a steady image. So I mean, it's always nice to have. So let's now talk about what I use to carry all this stuff in the mountains with me. This is the Shimoda Explore 40 liters backpack, and it's my favorite backpack to go in the mountains with. It's a 40 liter backpack. It has lots of storage to fit all my photography gear, and it's definitely my favorite solution for daily trips, so sunset and sunrise hikes, and basically all shootings that require no more than a day in the field. And this is the big boy. It's the Explore X 70 liters backpack. It's a new release by Shimoda, and it's a fantastic solution for all your backpacking trips in the mountains or in nature, where you need to carry a lot of stuff for photography. As you can see, there is a huge ICU for carrying all the stuff that you need, and there is a roll bar up here where you can carry all your clothing, tents, sleeping bags, mattress, and anything you need for exploring. So this is definitely my favorite backpack that I ever had. It's so beautiful to watch, in my opinion, too. I've had the opportunity to test it since day one of its production, since it was a prototype basically, and I love it so much. So if you're interested in purchasing the Shimoda products, you can check the link in the description, and you can use the code Pisani10 to have a 10% discount on every purchase. So now let's fill this backpack with all my gear. All right, so let's go to the ICU. I'm not gonna carry 3 bodies, so I'm gonna carry only 2. Let's start with the main camera. I always put it here, like this. Then my second body goes here, and mid-range lens goes here, tele lens on here. Then drone up here. Drone batteries fit perfectly here. Remote controller goes here. Then I have some spare batteries that I usually throw around this. Then, and the screen usually goes in this pocket here. And this pocket is the perfect solution for carrying the tripod. So as you can see, it comes out with a zip, so it can be stored like inside when you're like traveling, and you can take it out to fit your tripod. This goes here. Usually go all around the leg, like this and this. So if I need to carry a second tripod, especially for time lapses, I usually put it on the other side like this. Right, tiny tripod up here, and yeah, we're good to go. Alright guys, so this was my whole gear for photographing in the mountains. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you haven't already, and see you in the next adventure.